esteemed faculty,
distinguished guests,
proud parents,
grandparents,
family members,
mentors,
good friends, and fellow Tritons.
and you marvelous graduates of the UC San Diego class of 2024.
welcome.
My name is Quishan Tran, and I stand before you today as a fellow traveler on this incredible journey of learning and growth we have all reached the summit of. As a music major and first-gen student, I've had the privilege of experiencing the highs, lows, and vibrant tempos of life at UC San Diego. And today, I'm honored to share with you a message of connectedness and compassion. The late, great Mr. Rogers once said, "There is no person in the world like you, and I like you just the way you are." And truthfully, the people who like us just the way we are the same ones who help us look for the good in ourselves and the ones who inspire us to challenge our own limits beyond our self-estimation. As the Dalai Lama once said, love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. And with the current conflicts and crises in the world and climate, we are in deep need of finding common ground to establish prosperity and peace, and to establish peace and prosperity.
Hello, my name is Jia Liang. Graduates, our time at UC San Diego has been a tapestry woven with threads of laughter, tears, triumph, and growth. These moments have shaped us into the resilient, compassionate, and driven individual we are today. Through every trail and triumph, we discover the true power of community. The principles of community that underpin our university became the very fabric of our experience, teaching us to embrace diversity, uplift one another, and find strength in our differences. When we stumble, our fellow Trians were there to catch us. When we doubted ourselves, our mentors reminded us of our boundless potential. And when we succeed, we celebrate it as one. We discover that the true success lies not just in our individual honor, but in our indelible impact on the lives we touch. Let us not forget the times of doubt when we question our path and purposes, for it is in these moments that we discover our true passion and our ability to chart our own course.
Hi, my name is Adamari Martinez. Before I set foot into UC San Diego, my mom would tell me, "Aviéntate y yo te cacharé," which translates to, "Throw yourself and I will catch you." For me and my family, going to college was like diving into the unknown. I would be the first in my family to attend university, but they reassured me that they would always be there for me. The entire class of 2024 did that. We all threw ourselves into the unknown. We didn't know how to navigate college as first years, and even less in an online setting, but we all did it, and it has been one of the most transformative experiences of my life. I am proud to say that today I am a first-generation college student and Latina receiving a degree in biology. And I know that no matter how big our dreams are, the most important thing is that we believe in ourselves and in our ability to accomplish them.
my name is Onyekachi Ezekeke. Today, we reflect on the trials and tribulations that brought us to this monumentous occasion. They remind me of a prominent individual who may have taught you similar life lessons of perseverance, Lightning McQueen. Like Mr. McQueen in the Cars franchise, we entered this university unaware of the person who would become, driven by our hopes and dreams. Take in the beauty of our diversity. The roads we each took to get here today was very different. They may have been bumpy or smooth, full of support or lonely at times, but at the end, we all reached our destination. I personally took Route 66. We should remember those who we met along the way. The Maters, the Sallys, Doc Hudsons, that contributed to our achievement and success. COVID-19 showed us that life is indeed a highway, and we are capable of adapting to our circumstances and succeeding. Take a moment and reflect on all the milestones you've achieved. Remember that you did this all in the midst of a global pandemic. We have shown that the class of 2024 is ready to face the world.
Good evening. My name is Cole Kistler. I had always been so curious about the world around me, even when I didn't know exactly the reason why it sparked such an intricately specific connection. And as cliche as that opening statement sounds, my first viable memory of living curiously started within the classroom. At the age of 3, I was diagnosed with receptive and expressive language disorder, a disability which made it difficult for me to effectively express my emotions and perspectives in a way that made conventional sense to others, but also created a deficit for me to understand what others were trying to convey to me thoroughly.
For me, disability does not constitute the inability to perform functions specifically engineered for the neurotypical. Rather, disability is the active duty of detaching, deconstructing, and decolonizing ourselves from the notions and stereotypes that label us as people who do not belong. My experiences as an education sciences major and critical gender studies minor enabled me to put comprehensible words and thoughts as to why I continue to lead with curiosity. Why ever since a young age I persevere with the resilience rather than the limitation of my disability. I know that I am, and all of us in the class of 2024, are capable of defining our own futures based on the things that fuel our own fire, our own light, and our own passion.
My name is Bindu Priyanka Acharla. As we stand here today on the brink of a new chapter in our lives, I am overwhelmed with emotion and gratitude. I remember the wide-eyed excitement of my childhood self, dreaming of the day I would walk across the stage as a proud graduate of UC San Diego. Every step of the way has been a building block, shaping me into the person I am today. But beyond the personal milestones, today is about celebrating the collective journey of a graduating class. It's about honoring the sacrifices made by our families, the support of our friends, and the guidance of our mentors. In my home country, we believe in the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is one strong family. Our cohort embodies this concept perfectly, transcending boundaries of culture, nationality, and background to unite as a unified force for a positive change.
My name is Keanu Nazimi, son of immigrants, youngest of 3 brothers, and today, a second-generation college graduate. I am honored to be with you today to celebrate our commencement from one of the finest universities in the world. Getting here wasn't easy. No, really. Parking was so hard to find today, but we made it. And in this moment, we represent the brightest thinkers, innovators, and dreamers that UC San Diego has ever produced. It took me 7 years to earn the honor to be with you all today. In that time, I failed more than my fair share of courses, hit academic probation more times than I can count, and constantly compared myself to others. One late night, during my 40-plus minute commute home, I realized that we are all in our own lanes. We may drive alongside each other for a couple of miles, but everyone has a unique final destination. The only thing you can control is your vehicle in your own lane. Comparison is the extinguisher of joy. So graduates, know this. The light of someone else's headlights does not darken our own. It makes the road brighter for everyone. We all have something special to contribute.
I want to share the story of a 12-year-old girl who came to the United States with the hopes and dreams of her parents. That girl is me, Mina Volusian. Standing in the hallway of my middle school, staring at the flags of universities that alumni had been accepted to, I remember the UC San Diego flag. I remember Googling pictures of campus and seeing myself walking towards the spaceship. After many years of learning English and a lot of studying, I applied, and I found out that the university that I had been dreaming about for 7 years wanted me to. UC San Diego showed us that we deserved to be here. This school took our weaknesses and turned them into drive. As a community, we helped each other through thick and thin, and I'm so proud of us. Dr. Seuss once said, "Sometimes you'll never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." We should appreciate the journey that brought us to this moment.
As we stand on the threshold of a new chapter in our lives, let us carry forward the lessons we have learned, the friendships we have forged, and the memories we have made during our time at UC San Diego.
This is just the beginning. We're all going to take different routes from now on. But remember, success is not linear.
As we keep seeking new solutions, facing novel challenges, and triumphing over uncertainty, let us remember that we are stronger together, and that compassion is love made visible.
When someone tells you that you cannot and you should not do something because you are incapable of doing so, do that thing anyways. Because, as Britney Spears once said, no thanks, you choose your own destiny.
And I know that no matter how big our dreams are, the most important thing is that we believe in ourselves and in our ability to accomplish them.
Let's go out there and make our mark on the world, always cherishing the triumph spirit that will forever bind us together.
Class of 2024, we are not leaders of tomorrow. We are leaders of today.
We may have never met. We may have made it here on completely different roads, and we won't know where the highway of life will take us. But we will forever be connected as Tritons. Congratulations to the UC San Diego class of 2024. We made it, y'all!